Hey, what do you think about the whole progressive reform thing? Progressive reform? What is that? Well, the progressive reform is an effort to fix many problems that started during the industrial era. Okay, but why do we need it? Well, we need it because the progressive reform hopes to expose the poor working conditions that factories put workers through, and because of the unsafe products being distributed to the general population. Wait, what? That's terrible. But what do you actually mean by poor working conditions? Well, that's a good question.
You see, the working environment is worse off than it has ever been before. New inventions are being made by the millions, and more companies are taking control of markets and the products. Not to mention the extremely dangerous working hazards being placed upon employees to make new advancements in technology. For example, most people work 12 hours a day and have little to no training in their specific job fields. Also, they're considered interchangeable parts, so if they are injured on the job or do not do their job correctly, they can quickly be switched out for another suitable employee. The factories are very loud and cause many people to go deaf. They have poor lighting and ventilation, frequent fires, and unhealthy and unsanitary working conditions, especially for children. To help make the lives of workers better, progressives are attempting to spearhead a movement to pass laws restricting child labor, enact legislation that will provide financial aid for workers in the form of welfare. Also, we are trying to push for public accident insurance, which means that if a worker is to be injured on the job, him or his family will be compensated for such injury.
Wow, I never knew how many problems our society had with the factories and the working conditions. Yes, and it doesn't just affect the workers, it affects the people too. Poor working conditions can cause the workers to make products that are unsafe to use. Unsafe products? What do you even mean by that? That's another good question. The fact that we have poor working conditions also means that workers can't produce inventions to the best of their ability due to their environment. Therefore, the products that they make will be very unsafe to the general population when sold on the market. To try and fix this, progressives are going to news reporters and telling them information about these unsafe products so it can be published to the population. And protests are being made against the government to help better the lives of the workers so they can more effectively work on the products and make it safer for the population. It's incredible how corrupt our society is, and I never even noticed. I know, but there are things that you can do to help cure the terrible things that are happening. Like what? You can help by supporting the progressive movement and doing things like helping pass laws that may help the lives of workers and restrict the hard labor that the children go through, or maybe inform anyone you know about this information so they can help end the horrible lives the people of the United States live through every day. Okay, thank you for informing me, and I'll be sure to contribute whenever I can, in any way I can. That's great news. And remember, the progressives only want to help better the lives of every American, and only you can help with that goal.